A Superior Court judge has basically given a preliminary ruling in the case of Donald Sterling and the sale of the LA Clippers to Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer. Now, what the judge has decided is that Shelly, Donald Sterling's wife, can go ahead with that $2 billion deal, especially since she was able to successfully take Donald Sterling off of the trust after he was examined by 2 doctors that indicated that he had early signs of Alzheimer's disease and wouldn't be able to handle the affairs on his own. So again, this is a preliminary ruling. The judge will issue a written ruling once he hears any arguments against the preliminary ruling. But with what he has said so far, Shelly Sterling can go ahead with the sale. And again, it's a $2 billion sale of the LA Clippers to the Microsoft CEO.
I think Frozen nailed this when they sang, "Let it go, let it go." He bought the Clippers in 1981 for $12 million. He's getting $2 billion now. Let it go, dude. Just go crawl back into your racist cave and live happily ever after with all your racist rich friends who are like, oh yeah, I can't believe his girlfriend's showing up with a black guy, right? The one that he, sent the message for, right? He didn't want them getting embarrassed. Whatever, you've got a nice little racist Shangri-La going somewhere, right? Go over there and enjoy your $2 billion. What are you still fighting this for, right? But look, other than being, as now the entire world has recognized, clearly racist in everything he's ever said. I mean, when he tried to make up for it, he came back at like, Irvin Johnson, what kind of a, lesson is he for young kids?
What kind of role model is he? He has AIDS, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mean, let alone every other thing he said, of course, like that he doesn't want to be associated with black people. That was a little bit of a sign that he might be a little racist.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that she's right on the merits. I think he really does have early Alzheimer's. Okay, because in court one day, he kissed his wife before taking the stand, and on the stand he talked about how he loved her.
Right.
The very next day, when she approached him in court, he yelled, "Get away from me, you pig."
Right. Now, he alleges the reason why he said that was because he was unwittingly evaluated by those doctors. I don't know how true that is, but his lawyer claims that he had no idea that the doctors were evaluating him in order to get him off the trust. So that was supposedly his response to that issue. But regardless...
I know, but it changed in one day. I mean,
know,
do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, he's like, oh yeah, I love you, a pig. Like, it's weird. It's like clinically weird.
He seems like a very rational person. And I do agree with you that it is a win-win for everyone, especially the Clippers, because Doc Rivers was threatening to basically step down and no longer work for the Clippers. A few of the key players said the same thing, as long as Donald Sterling was still the owner of the team. Now, I don't know how that would work with contracts and everything, but Donald Sterling walks away with $2 billion. The Clippers are happy because Donald Sterling is no longer the owner. And also, what good is it to be the owner if you are literally banned from the NBA? You're not allowed to go to the games. You have to pay this massive fine because you said some racist things. So he should let it go. I totally agree with you, but I think it has to do with ego. I think it has to do with him thinking that it has to do with principle. But
what principle?
I don't know.
You're 80, dude. You're 80. Okay. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Tick-tock, right? There isn't a lot of time. I don't know why I'm giving you helpful advice. $2 billion! Go to some racist island, man. Have a grand old time. Get out of our lives. I mean, what do you want? $3 billion? What do you want to run the team? You can't run the team anymore. It's over. Acknowledge reality. These players aren't going to play for you. You got a great coach in Doc Rivers. He's not going to coach for you, right? It's over. What are you going to do? Field an all-white team? Good luck, brother. Okay, go away already.
Can I make a Cenk-like prediction?
Yes.
I mean, it's not going to be huge, but I mean, we're going to hear, okay, you guys, lay off him. He was saying all those things because he's in early stages of Alzheimer's. There's going to be like a softening, like, okay, man, okay, he's okay. I mean, he's old. He was saying these things. It was just because of his Alzheimer's. When he was saying this shit back in 1978,
Yeah.
So it's all the same, but people are going to forget that part. It's going to get softened.
No. The thing is, he should have gone to that months ago. He should have gone to that defense of like, oh my God, I didn't know. Now, he got sued how many years ago for doing actually discrimination against black people in housing, right? Which is super real. That's not just like, hey, that guy's a dick, but it doesn't really affect me. it actually affects people. He's been doing that forever, right? He didn't have all early stage Alzheimer's then. But yes, if he'd played it right, he'd have $2 billion in his pocket. He'd have excused it, and then people couldn't have criticized him. They're like, "Oh, you're going to pick on a sick guy, right?" But he didn't play it right because he can't play it right. It's not in him. No, I'm going to win. I'm going to win. I'm going to win. I'm going to hold on to everything.